Ladies and gentlemen, I have been requested by many to tell just how I knocked out so many of my opponents. As far as I'm concerned, that day has gone. And today, I have a new way in knocking them out. And I will show you.
It started without a dollar or a dream when I burst up on the scene. Born in 78, Galveston, Texas was my state. When I was younger and in the slums, I gave a damn about a race. On my own at 16, I was out there chasing green. For those that can relate, I was all about a plate. Best believe I was letting nobody get in my way. Once they put me in the ring, from that point I was a fiend. They had never seen a brother like me. Peep what I mean, in the era of Jim Crow, most blacks stayed on the low. They took the shackles off our feet, but we still didn't get a seat at the table, show them love, but we still didn't get to eat. You flinch, might get lynched, try to vent, rinse, repeat. Minstrel shows show performance was the key to real dough. Battle royals toe to toe, sent many brothers through the ropes. By this time I was a pro, I'm just fighting through what I know. I knocked out Klondike Haynes, that was my first taste of fame. Joe Whiskey knocked me out, made me a student of the game. In my city, we got locked up. They helped us start to build trust. The sheriff let us lace up. Joe showed me my true makeup. Little did they know the whole world was about to shake up. When we got out, I was still focused on getting my cake up. I was starting to hit my peak. All I wanted was to compete. Child's got that work, that win was a giant leap. Got a shot at the title in 03. I beat Denver Ed Martin, that made me the main target. Now I'm color heavyweight champion of the world. But I had to think, to get away from all this color talk, I had to break the link. I had to push it way harder just so I could reach my brink. Set my sights in the range of something bigger. For me to really see that moolah, I needed a new position. Even though I'm on the rise, I knew my status was the issue. I was still in these streets, I had to change my condition. I knocked off McVeigh, that was the Tyson of my time. Even though I was on the grind, it wasn't enough for me to shine. Beat the king of the middleweights, that moved me a slight space. Took a L to Marvin Hart, that's a loss I could still debate. Jeanette was my test case, he helped me to elevate. So many fights between he and I, how the hell could I lose faith? The toughest SOB in my path was Sam Langford, he wanted to run it back. I wanted no more of that. Ruby Rob was a legend, first freeway champion ever. When I knocked them out, I knew my life was getting better. I was still after that cheddar, getting it through slinging leather. However, I wanted that long money forever. Beat the fireman, and from here I took a chance. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back with empty hands. I orchestrated a plan and I needed just one man, so I headed down under. I was ready to rumble. They matched me with Tommy Burns. I'm about to put him in a urn. He Canadian and tough, I knew he can knock. Had the chance to fight for something that I knew would change my luck. They paid me in breadcrumbs, but I wasn't concerned with all the stuff I've been through. I knew my title shot was earned. No black had ever fought for the world heavyweight title. If I knocked Tommy off, I knew that I'd become an idol. December of 08, the point I became a great. Called me everything vile, I just took it and smiled. Knowing what I knew was coming made it all worthwhile. They cut the camera off, I killed that dude by a mile. Hey yo, America, I'm headed back home. I know you hear me, you can't tell me nothing. This must be what Kanye was feeling. About to get my teeth covered in gold and I'm ice grilling. I'm about to black. Matter of fact, I'm being jacked. Started getting that Skrilla. The Skrilla came with more women. The women came with more problems. My problems start getting bigger. I got 99 problems and you know the lyrics might have been alright if my wife was in white. I had been through the plight, and ain't no way I'ma let them dictate who I choose to pipe. And I know my rights, and I know I'm right. And I still had to fight, throw my left and right. When in the ring with the king, don't try to get too cute. Ketchel found out for real, I had to knock out his tooth. But was it a fluke? Was it real? They didn't respect me for who I am, even though I was going ham. They needed an old face to come and put me in my place. The search for a great white hope was about to take its last stroke. I'ma give them all the hate I can't evoke. My opponent was someone with whom I long wanted to dance. Way back when he held the title, I was his main rival. His name was James Jeffries to be exact. Though he wouldn't defend the title, he was cool with fighting black. To make a long story short, he had been out for some years. I was living life fast, swerving lanes, shifting gears. When I saw him face to face, didn't have a single ounce of fear. Once the round started passing, the verdict was pretty clear. Put him on his ass. That silenced all of the cheering. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? They started race riots, people dying over my triumph. I was in and out of court, I felt I had no real support. Man, that act was foul. They were doing everything they could to try to get me out the sport. Yeah, I caught a case, and I didn't beat that case, so I did the race. If they wanted to bring me in, it wouldn't be in the States. I was going from here and there, it was getting me nowhere. Even though I held strong, some nights I shed a tear. I went to Havana, Cuba, they put me in with a big freak. This wasn't me at my best, and a right from just put me to sleep. You can say I saw it coming, let me cover my eyes. Think of all the truth and the lies, all the things that prop me up, all the things I despise. It's been a long road traveled, I'll go back and do my bit, cause I've been gone too long. True or false, right or wrong, as the years passed, I stayed in my bag, doing what I had, still getting cash. Then I crashed. That refusal at that diner got me mad. They probably glad I had stood with a face of defiance and simply laughed. Now when they talk about boxing, they gotta mention my name, John Arthur Johnson, aka Jack, born 1878, died in 1946, the first undisputed world heavyweight champion ever. We out.
Yes.